Welcome back to another video here at First Class Collection. Today I'm going to share with you some of the boxes that I have and why I like them, why I think they're a smart pickup right now. And most of these you can find for under $100 or around $100, but I really do think long term these specific sets, these boxes are going to do really well. And you're running out of time. Simple as that. Times are changing. You know, everything is fast paced. Everybody wants the quick flip. If you're a collector and you really want to hold on to these products long term, you're running out of time to have these as part of your PC. All right, so I'm going to share these with you, and we're going to kind of walk through the price range and where these are probably going to be going sooner than we would like. All right, so first up, just to keep it simple, we've got the Shimmering Skies booster box. All right, there's a good view of that right there. Super clean, super nice. All your favorite Disney characters on there, right? And again, if you're interested in knowing how to tell if you have an ENO 1 or ENO 2 box, you can see it. See right here. It tells you ENO 1. All right, so that's how for all of these booster boxes, all of these other boxes that Lorcana sells, you can tell if it's part of the first print or the second print. All right, so Shimmering Skies booster box, 24 packs in here. You've got some incredible hits. I'm going to leave that up to Disney Ice or DL Ice San Diego. I'm going to leave it up to him to kind of go through these cards because, man, he does a really good job at just breaking down each card, especially in that set. But as far as the booster box goes, if we're looking at Shimmering Skies, all right, so for a case right now you pay $474. Do they have the single box on here? If we go to page 2, check this out. All right, so right now you're paying about 97 bucks. So you're getting close to that $100 range for, in my opinion, what is a great set. People know it as the Lion King set. It's got great cards. Do your own research, do your due diligence, look this set up, look what's inside. I believe you can get most of these cards right now at a pretty fair price as well. All right, so that's the first box I wanted to show y'all. The second box is going to be Reign of Jafar. All right, this is another great set. I love this set. I love this box. It stands out to me. It's just pretty unique. All right, again, ENO 1 on the back here. Just a beautiful box. I really like this one. In my opinion, overall, the set is really strong. When you're looking at a case, you're looking at $375. So now is your chance to buy a case of Reign of Jafar. If you want this set, I'm telling you right now, this is your opportunity to get it sub $400. It's not going to last long. Once people start finding out what cards are inside this set, it's just going to keep going up, y'all. And we already see the last 3 months, it's going up. We're still down, but you can tell there's been a steady rise here, all right, over the past 3 months. It's going to continue to go up once that print run continues to wear thinner and thinner over time. The value of these cases, the value of this box is going to go up quicker than you can buy. All right, so if I'm looking here, again, $375 for a case. You can get a box right now for just under $100. It's probably around $100 if you include shipping. Yep, it's a little over $100 if you include shipping. This is your chance to get Reign of Jafar at the most affordable price, under MSRP. All right, and take it or leave it. It's up to you. If you don't do it, someone else will. I'm just telling you that. All right, I mean, look at this run up right here. This is a hard V spike and up. So we're still down 23%. at the lowest in the past year, it was 37%. So you've already seen, you know, a 14% rise right there, give or take, right? And this is only going to go up. If I had to say, it's probably going to mimic this side in the opposite direction. It's going to go up and to the right. All right, so Reign of Jafar definitely should be on your radar if you're looking for high quality cards, high quality product, great art, great cards, best value. All right, I'm telling you, Reign of Jafar is a top tier set. It's being slept on, it's being overlooked because a lot of these new sets have iconics. Reign of Jafar is going to do really well, in my opinion, long term. So keep that in mind. Like always, do your own research, okay? The next one up, everybody's princess. We got Fabled. All right. I love the way this booster box looks. So clean. It's so professional looking, in my opinion. It's just very, I don't know. It's just got a very iconic look, for lack of better terms. Again, EN01, right? Everybody here knows that I have 2 of these if you've watched my videos. This set, this booster box is just doing things that obviously you've heard a million people say it. No other set has yet in Lorcana, right? And right here you can see it, $445 per box now. I swear this was just in the 300s like a day or two ago. And yeah, on the 3-month, we're up 132% the past 3 months. The past 6 months, 215%. In the past year, 178%. This set has pretty much just exploded. It peaked at its low around 119. It settled at its very bottom at 119, and right now showing last sold was 391, and yeah, that's a steep jump, so that does make sense. So 391, yeah, and then boom. So, you know, I would look locally for these boxes. I would try to find them at local stores where, you know, maybe the people at those shops, they're not really keeping up with the market as much. You might be able to catch a pretty good deal on these. Yeah, I mean, this set is pretty much in your rear view at this point unless you can find a really good deal local. All right, I would stay away from this for now. Granted, yes, this could be the cheapest you're ever going to get it. But if they do a reprint, you could see this price fall quite a bit. And that's, you know, obviously collectors are hoping for a reprint just so they can stack more of these boxes in their closet or on their shelves. That's your personal choice. It's your money. Do what you want. But as far as collecting these for me, I'm always going to look for a deal. And if I can find, you know, heck, even a 30 to 50% decrease in this price here, to me, that's a pretty solid buy. Anything more than that, it's a screaming buy. There's no looking past that, right? So that's Fabled for you. Another one I got here is Whispers in the Well. All right, this is a really, really nice booster box. I really like how they did the dark background and it's got like the light. It just looks really good to me, the contrast and color with the Mickey Mouse and Ariel. Again, on the back, you can see here, EN01. To me, this art right here is just S tier, man. This is just top tier booster box art. I think it's one of my favorite. If I'm being 100% honest with you, I just like the darkness and then the light really shines off of both of these characters here. So in my opinion, this is S tier. And to be honest with you, I think Whisper in the Wells is getting the back seat. You know, I think people aren't really respecting it. And, you know, it's $104 a box, which isn't terrible, right? That's below what you're going to get Wilds Unknown for right now. And if you look at a case, I mean, right now, yes, I get it. There's potential for a reprint, and if that happens, you know, the value of this box could potentially go down to the 80s or 90s, right? But if you look at the value of a case on this, let's see if we can find it here. You're looking at, well, I thought it was 380. So 390, which isn't, that's a solid deal. That's under $100 per box, right? So Whispers in the Well, to me, you know, yes, you do have the risk of potentially having a reprint. Is it going to knock the price down that much below $100 with these iconics in that set? I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So I think this is really a sleeper right now. And just beautiful cards in this set. Obviously, everybody knows that. I would not overlook Whispers in the Well if you're collecting, you know, potentially picking up a box and maybe DCAing, dollar cost averaging into that if the price does drop on a reprint. So that's my take on Whispers in the Well. For that price, I mean, you almost can't not get at least one case, all right? And then one box to display. So that's my take on it. And then obviously for my collection, the last one I got is Winter Spell. I like this box a lot too. It's just very festive, and to me this box kind of screams winter and Christmas and just the cold part of the year. Super nice, obviously. You know, one Angel and Stitch on the front, surfing and throwing snowballs. See right here, the difference between Whispers in the Well and Winter Spell. Look at the difference in a case. $532 for Winter Spell, $390 for Whispers in the Well. So just keep that in mind. There is definitely a premium on this case here. And if we look down at the box, you're looking at $117. So, you know, it doesn't seem like it's a much steeper of a price individually as a box, but on the case you are definitely paying us a premium there. And then one notable one that I wish I had a box of, is Arcasia's Island. To me, Arcasia's Island and Reign of Jafar kind of go hand in hand. I really like both of those sets. But right now, the value lies with Reign of Jafar. Arcasia's Island, if you can find at a good deal, if you can find a better price, a lower price, I think that one is just also, like I said, it's in the same tier as Reign of Jafar, but the price is just personally out of my budget. If I was looking to buy a case for, you know, sets 5 through 8, whatever, or even more, whatever. If I was looking to purchase one of these right now with my budget, I'm looking at Reign of Jafar. All right, even though it's not much of a difference, it's just like, all right, I can spend $375 on a case, but almost $450. It's like, man, that's a lot of my paycheck, right? So, but do not sleep on this set. And again, look locally. You might be able to find better deals. And as far as like the single booster box goes, you're still getting that under $100. So if you want to buy 4 of these, right, to kind of make your own case, you know, you do you as a collector, as an investor. But it's such a good buy to me right now, you know, which is something that's kind of interesting too. The individual box price of Reign of Jafar and Arcasia's Island, Reign of Jafar is actually $1 more right now. It looks like maybe $2 more. But if you look at the case, you're paying a premium on the case for Arcasia's Island, whereas Reign of Jafar, you're not. So that also kind of tells me somebody knows something about Reign of Jafar that a lot of people don't. This is your opportunity to get on that case while you can. And then, you know, if a deal just comes walking up to your door on Arcasia's Island, I would scoop it up as soon as possible. All right. 2 other notable boxes I wanted to take a look at today. I personally really like, I know Mike with Cardboard Kingdom has mentioned he's had super, super good luck with the Fabled Collection Starter sets. So we're going to go ahead and look at those. If I can spell. So, man, it's crazy. These started at $5 pretty much. So if we click on this bad boy right here, right? Right now you're looking at pretty much $55, $55 per box, all right? And you're getting 4 booster packs in this Tinkerbell promo. Can I zoom in? So this, I'm telling y'all, this is a sleeper. DLSD. I hear you talking about this, man, and you're right. This is such a sleeper promo card. This in real life looks so good. And if you have any history with like being on the water, if you work on the water with ships, boats, whatever, to me personally, this one kind of rings close to home. Just with the ship there, and then Tinkerbell is like bigger than life, which is really cool in my opinion. And then you got that really nice silver foiling here. I think long term, these are just smart buys, you know, for somebody who doesn't want to spend $400, $500, $600 on a case, or $100 to $200 to $300 on a booster box. To me, for somebody who's getting into the hobby, this is such a smart pickup because it allows them to have the fun they want to have. It allows them to collect that awesome looking promo card, rip packs, right? They get a little binder in here, all without having to break the bank, right? So in my opinion, it's great to kind of add smaller but quality items to your collection or investments, because it gives you a little more liquidation, right? In times of struggle, you might be able to turn this into actual physical cash versus, you know, a booster box. Like, it might be harder to sell this versus this, or it might be harder to sell a case versus this in a time of struggle, right? And need. So really consider this one. This one's on my radar. If I see these out at Target or anywhere, I'm scooping them up because I love the box, all right? And I know Enchanting Gaming is he's like, I'm tired of binders and stuff. And I agree, I am tired of binders. But, you know, ideally, I wish that these came with like 5 packs, a promo card, and then maybe, I don't know, something different than a binder, you know, maybe kind of mix it up. I don't know exactly what, right? But just something kind of unique, maybe something to hold the promo card in, some sort of acrylic holder or something. But to me, these are just nice and slim, easy to store. They're lightweight, and they're nice to display. You know, they do a really good job with these boxes, and I'm pretty happy about them. So that's my first one. And the second one, I'm telling you, if you see this out at a store, you need to get it. And again, I wish this one had 6 packs, but it only has 4. And I'm going to go ahead and type it in up here, and you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. So we're going to go. Let's see if it pops up like this. Yes, sir, right here. So this one right here, the Disney Lorcana Portfolio Bundle. So you got first chapter and Rise of the Floodborn. All right. It's really hard to get good lighting on here for y'all. But as you can see, right, you've got your first chapter, Rise of the Floodborn there. Try and get a little better angle for y'all so you can see the whole product here. On the side, it's got a bunch of different art, different characters. Same thing on this side. It's different art and different characters. And then on the back, it shows you what's inside. Okay. This box is definitely bigger than your starter collection box, so you can see the difference right here. It's a little thicker, not too much thicker, but it is a little thicker. But the overall size of the boxes, I mean, this one just engulfs it, right? But when you're talking about what's inside this box, we got first chapter, we got Rise of the Floodborn, sets 1 and 2. All right, long term, heck, maybe even the short term, I don't know. You know just as well as I do. This box is going to do something great, y'all. And I'm telling you, I love to display this box because when I take my kids into this closet and I show them, hey, let's take a look at our collection. I've got all of these boxes up here, right? And they just look good. You can display the art on the side. You can mix and match them. And they're just, to me, these are a collector's, just the, like everybody says, the chef's kiss on top, right? So to me, this is the cherry on top when it comes to collecting, along with the starter collection set. But my only gripe is I wish this had 5 and I wish this had 6. If that was the case, I would be even more stoked about it, and I would probably try to pick up more if I could. But that's all I got for y'all today. I hope you're doing great. Enjoy your Friday night. Take care of each other. Try not to spend too much money out there. I know the market's moving and we all want to catch these deals as soon as possible, but look out for yourself. And yeah, remember, have fun. Collecting is all about what you want to see on the daily basis. What cards you like, what characters do you like, what nostalgia factor do you like, right? What do you like to look at every day? What do you want to show your kids, right? How do you want to make them proud of what you got in your collection? And then as far as investing goes, be smart, be wise, do your research, always buy what you believe in, right? Even if other people are trying to hype stuff up. And until next time, First Class Collection is out.